Welcome once again to the Aladino Show. Today, from New York City, freedom for Palestine.
Where's Palestine? Show it to me on a map. Where is it? Where is it? Where's Palestine? Show it to me. Show it to me on a map. It doesn't exist. Show it to me. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
My name is Zach. Doing here today is What is this? What's this station? It's here in Manhattan. What is this? Aladino.
What kind of TV is it?
It's a TV station. What is press? Free press.
What is free press?
Talk?
Liberal, not liberal? Are you properly Syrian?
It's free press.
It's not such thing as free press. It's bullshit.
Watch the Aladino Show.
The Aladino Show.
I'm so excited.
This is a famous actor right here.
We would all just have to watch your show.
It's about to begin. It's going to be a lot of fun watching.
Aladino TV.
Beautiful.
Aladino.
Kiss me again.
Passion commune.
You're watching on Aladino Show.
It's free.
How could I forget? My husband hasn't missed it.
I haven't missed it.
He hasn't.
Thank you for
Aladino.
taking your time.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully I'll have those shoes on.
Going home and getting naked.
Too good to be true.
Thank you.
Someday we'll get those shoes.
My name is Erez, and I live in New York. And what happened yesterday in Israel, it's basically a tragedy, and we never targeted civilians. Maybe civilians died during wars, in conflicts, but we target terrorists. And what's happened yesterday, just showing the real truth of what they are made of. They came thousands of terrorists into Israeli land and took people, mother, kids, families, butchered them heavily, tortured them, and after all this kidnapped people, women from a peaceful party into Gaza, and this is evil. And now, as Israelis, in a very sad day like this, we need to have a voice, and we need to be strong, and like the Holocaust, we survived the Holocaust. My grandfather was Holocaust. We are here in Israel, we're living after the Holocaust, we're going to finish this too. It's time to change the game.
How long this conflict has been for?
So in 1948, since the establishment of Israel, they attack us immediately. It's a long conflict, but we gave them few opportunities. We gave them Oslo, we gave them guns, we gave them option to have peace, future, education, life. They choose war again and again and again.
So after this, do you see any peace, according peace coming soon or not?
Not in the near future, unfortunately, not in the near future.
The population is going to suffer so much.
Yeah, everybody suffer. Everybody suffer. Listen, I wish for them a good future, but they need to choose to have it. What they did us yesterday, it's hell. It's hell in its disaster. You're not welcome here. You're not welcome here. Get out. Get out. We're gonna take it out. I told you.
Make red.
I think it's a murder. It's a horrendous murder which should be stopped once and
They're
forever.
murdering our people in Israel right now, and therefore we came. But problem is that we come to the rally, and rally was moved from one place to another place, and now it looks like very anti-Semitic to Israel right now, even here in US, because we want our voice to be listening, and nobody, and they put in some, they moved us to 47 in small corner where nobody could listen to us because we're supposed to be at UN and rally is supposed to be at UN, but they moved us to 47. Now they moved us here, and now they blocking here everything. I think this is not right.
It's a nightmare.
It's not right.
Do you see this conflict ending soon?
No, we don't see it ending soon, unfortunately. We don't see the end of it, and it's the saddest thing. We don't know what's going to happen, but
Could create World War III?
no, not World War III. No.
We're here to support Israel. There's a war going on, and we are responsible here in the United States to stand up for Israel and the Jewish homeland and be here, in the streets, telling everybody that we support Israel.
You guys are young. Do you know the history about the conflict?
Yeah, I mean, we're young, but there's, textbooks and the internet, and we've read, there's few people that, devote their lives to being Jewish and, upholding, the commitment to support Israel. And you don't have to be 100 years old to remember, Canaan to support Israel. So yes, we
You don't need to leave the Hitler time to know about Hitler.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So do you see an ending to this conflict soon?
Well, we hope that the ending is with peace and that it comes swiftly. We hope that everybody can, find their way to be peaceful, but we understand that, there needs to be a Jewish homeland. There will continue to be a Jewish homeland at whatever it costs. But we hope, for peace as soon as possible.
Hi, Aladino. My name is Harshini Abaraju. I am here today to show my solidarity with the Palestinian struggle for liberation. Palestinians have been subjected to an apartheid regime, and for over 75 years, a program of incremental genocide at the hands of the Israeli state. We're here to show our support for Palestinian freedom because we believe in the dignity of all people.
How long this conflict has been?
The state of Israel has occupied Palestine since 1948, and the oppression of Palestinians under the Zionist project has been going for nearly, if not longer than a century, in the wake of the Balfour Declaration.
And since last time I went to the United Nations, I listened to a few presidents asking for freedom of Palestine. What does it say about that?
Latin America has long shown solidarity against American imperialism and in support of the Palestinian people's right to self-determination and sovereignty, because all people deserve freedom in their homeland. And right now, Palestinians are being murdered. They do not have freedom of movement. They do not have basic rights. And we as Americans are not willing to let this happen on our dime, because every year our country sends $3.8 billion in military aid alone to the Zionist state, and this oppression is happening with our money and with our government support. We're here to stand against that.
Do you see any ending soon to this conflict?
Palestinians are freeing themselves, and it is our job, as people who support the freedom of all people, including the Palestinian people, to support their liberation struggle. Thank you.
My name's Cleo Carol Knopf. I'm here today to oppose the Israeli attack, the latest Israeli attack on Palestine, and I'm going to come to every vigil I can until Palestine is free, because the freedom of Palestine will be the freedom of the working class and the poor of the whole world, because Israel is the center of the U.S. military imperialist complex, and it must come down, and for everybody's sake.
Do you see an ending soon to this conflict?
Well, I think that the United States is going to keep their genocidal funding of Israel going on for as long as they can, but I don't think it can go on forever. Because the people are rising, and it's really inspiring to see Palestinians rising up and making gains. I mean, they're fighting an imperialist, actually a world imperialist power, the biggest, richest imperialist, and actually Nazi power ever to exist, and yet they're making gains. So I hope it doesn't last long, but this battle, I think, will be the last one.
Few presidents from Latin America asking to free Palestine. What does it say about that?
Well, that's, of course, course understandable, because again, the freedom of Palestine and the freedom and the self-determination of the people of Latin America are connected. It's the same thing of the colonial mentality in America that's taking land from the indigenous people, the Native American people, and they're taking land all over the world. So these struggles are connected, yes, of course.
دمك يا شهيد دمك يا شهيد انتفاضة من جديد انتفاضة من جديد.
My name is Eugene, per year with the Answer Coalition, and we're here today to defend the right of the Palestinian people to resist occupation and apartheid. There have been decades of stolen land, thousands and thousands of people murdered, the destruction of farmland, the apartheid system where Palestinian people are unable to move freely, and the largest open-air prison of Gaza where people are deliberately kept on a hunger diet to prevent them from rebelling. So from our point of view, what's happening in Palestine today is 100% justified. It's a legitimate resistance against occupation, and that's what Desmond Tutu said. It's what Nelson Mandela said. We're on the right side of history, and that's why we're here.
Do you see any finish to the conflict soon? Anything ending soon?
I don't. As long as the United States continues to be behind the Israeli government, we don't see that happening, and that's why we're here today to say that the U.S. is doing what they're doing in our name, but they don't speak for us, and we're going to work as hard as possible to try to prevent them from providing their lifeline to the Zionist military, which is ultimately the way they're able to stay in the field.
I saw a few presidents at the United Nations General Assembly asking for freedom of Palestine. What does it say about that?
Well, I think it says the fact that the United Nations has ruled many, many times that the occupation of Palestine is illegal under international law. The settlements are illegal under international law. Apartheid is illegal under international law, and Israel is in total contravention of all international law. They're in contravention of what even the United States government says that it supports. And so I think to hear heads of state speaking out for or against, the most important thing is the Palestinians have international law on their side.
Well, I'm Palestinian, and I'm here to support the people, the children, the women. They got murdered for no reason, just for an occupied country. They're gonna, our racist state, they're trying to kill everybody and stealing the land. So we're trying at least to give our voice if we couldn't give our blood, So we're standing with everything we could and we can do for the Palestinian people.
For how long has this conflict been?
It's been since 1948.
Any idea how you guys gonna solve it?
Well, it's hard to solve. It's hard to be in peace as long as racist and killing children and people without weapons will never be at peace. So only God knows, I guess.
So after this, there is not like a close end to the situation. It would be more like a worse situation.
Would be if they leave our land. So the only possibility to finish this war is for them to go back where they came from. That's not the only way.
Free Palestine. Israel is a settler state. It's a terrorist settler organization that has been enacting a genocide on the Palestinian people for over 70 years. And the Palestinians have made hang gliders to fly over the illegal borders that wall them in, and have finally stood up and are standing up and forcing Israel out of their country, out of their territory that they have.
For how long this has been happening?
This has been happening for over 70 years. This has been happening for our entire lifetimes. Israel has been an occupying force on native Palestinian people for our entire lives, and have imprisoned people in an open-air prison and have made their lives just absolutely horrible and miserable, has been enacting a complete genocide, has taken all of their land and has murdered children, has murdered countless people. And it's been time for a long time for the Palestinian people to take back their state, take back their land, and we're here to support them.
When I was at the UN General Assembly, a few presidents asked for free Palestine. What does that say about that?
It says that people are getting on board with this, that the tides are kind of shifting and turning right now, that more and more people within the past few years have put together that this is a terrorist organization that is absolutely imprisoning people, and it's kind of coming to the fore. The U.S. propaganda is no longer as effective and no longer convincing people that this is some just thing, that the Israeli people should be there, should have that state for them, and the blinders are kind of coming off, and the energies and the shifting. Look how many people are here. 5 years ago, this many people wouldn't have been here.
What is Hamas playing in all of this?
They want to liberate their people, and it's incredible that the Israeli state wasn't onto this, didn't know what was going to go on, that they were able, through the power of organization and networking, to be able to put together a resistance that casts off an occupier state with such international power behind it, with such support of it, and have been able to do that covertly and in secret, and have been able to overcome the advanced surveillance of the Zionist state to liberate themselves.
Somebody stole your house or your freedom. What you gonna do then? You have to defend yourself. Nobody wants bloodshed, but what can we do? The Israelis every day, every week, they kill 5 Palestinians. They put their houses down. They call them terrorists, and they take their children, thousands of youngs in the prisons. Then when? And Biden come out and say we have to support Israel. That's not fair. Mr. Biden, go back to the history. Go back to the history.
Allow their own people to pray. The Muslims will not allow that. That's what this is about. The temple now. Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me. Don't fucking talk to me. Don't worry about it. I sit there. Look at my whole life.
It's our land and we're taking it back. Palestine, buddy.
Israel! Yeah, I can record too, motherfuckers!
From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea!
Palestine, Israel! Palestine, Israel! Palestine, Israel! Palestine, Israel! Palestine, Israel! Palestine, Israel! Palestine, Israel!
Yo, I think you lost this!
Israel! Palestine, Israel! Palestine, Israel! Palestine, Israel!
The sole shield against the Zionist torture!
The sole shield against Zionist torture!
And murder of our children!
And murder of our children!
Of our brothers and sisters!
Of our brothers and sisters!
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine! This is the good energy that we need.
This is the good energy that we need!
Because we're about to march. Are y'all ready to march? Yeah!
Show your face. Why are you hiding your face? You're going to do a terror attack?
Terrorists! 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 Terrorists!
some noise.
I'm so excited.
This is a famous actor right here.
But we would all just have to watch your show.
It's about to begin. It's going to be a lot of fun watching.
Latino TV.
Beautiful.
Aladino.
Kiss me again.
Passion commune.
You're watching on the Ladino Show.
It's free.
How could I forget? My husband hasn't missed it.
I haven't missed it.
He hasn't
Thank you for
Latino.
taking your time.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully I'll have those shoes on. Going home and getting naked.
Too good to be true.
Thank you.
Someday we'll get those shoes.